What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of Android application development in Android Studio. In this video, we are going to develop our own dictionary application from scratch. We'll use free API available over the internet to do that. I'll show you the demo of the application. This is my application. You can search any word here. Let's say apple. Once you search for the word, you can get the word, you can get the phonetic sound of that word, and you can get the definitions list. You can get the part of speech, whatever the word is, you can get all the definitions. Also, if you search for any other word, you can get the synonyms as well as antonyms. So this is fully featured dictionary application. We'll be building it from scratch. We'll be using Retrofit library for API call. We'll use Recycler view to display all the definitions in our layout. You will learn a lot of things from this project. This will be a complete application. You can put it on Google Play Store. You can share it with your friends, or you can put it in your resume as a project. So let's start building this awesome application with new Android Studio project. Select new project, empty views activity. Click on next. Here we will give the application name, that will be Easy Dictionary. You can give the package name. Select language as Kotlin. Minimum SDK you can select any one, but I will select this Android Oreo so that it will support 93.7% of the devices. Build configuration language, let it be recommended one. Click on finish. So our project is loaded. You can click on run to run the application. So application is installed successfully. This is our Hello World application. Now we will start developing the application. First thing what we will do, we will go to manifest and we will add the internet permission. We require internet permission to call the API. So let's add that usage permission internet. So this will provide the internet permission. You can close the manifest. Second thing we will do, we will change the color of our application. Go to values, colors. We have black and white. Let's add another color, that will be my primary, and I will give some color value. You can select from here. Let's select material 800 and this orange one. You can give any color you want. Let's add another color as well, that will be a gray color, and I will give the code 898989. So this will be our gray color. Let's go to themes.xml, and in themes let's set the primary color here. You can uncomment this. Here we can write my primary. Same we can do for night theme also. Now if I run the application, now you can see over here our primary color is changed. Now let's get back to the project. We are done with the colors and theme. Let's close that. Now let's go to build.gradle and enable the view binding. So here inside this Android we will write build features and view binding will be true. You can click on sync now. Now let's add library for HTTP call. You can use Volley library, but here we will use Retrofit library. So let's go to the Google Retrofit dependency. You can go to this Square open source, and from here you can add the library. So let's go down below here and search for Gradle. Here you can see we can copy this and we have to insert the latest version. So let's see what is the latest version over GitHub. So the latest version is 2.9.0. Now here we will add library, paste it, 2.9.0. Also we need JSON converter, so we will use Retrofit only. Back here you can see we have converters. We can use this Retrofit to converter JSON. Let's copy this as well. Let's duplicate this. Here we can paste that dependency. So we have added Retrofit as well as converter JSON. Let's click on sync now. Now we have added our library. We can close this. Let's start designing the UI first. Let's go to activity main.xml. Click on split, and here we will design. Say hello to this hello world and delete it, and here we will use a linear layout so that we can arrange items in vertical order. Let's zoom it out. Now let's add those items. First item we will add is edit text and a button. So for that we will use relative layout. Width will be match parent, height will be wrap content, and inside this relative layout we will add one edit text. For searching, width will be match parent, wrap content, hint will be search word here. Let's give padding about 12 dp, and we will add one button. Width let's say 100 dp, and height will be wrap content. Text will be search, and we will align it at parent end. So align parent end true. so that it will come over here. Let's give some margin also. Margin start 8 dp. Let's give ID to this button as search button. ID to this edit text as search input. And we will align it to left of search button so that it will come over here. For this parent linear layout, we can give padding about 16 dp. Now this edit text is not looking good. Let's make a rounded corner background so that we can use over here. So for that I will go to drawable, new drawable resource file. I will create my own rounded corner. Root element will be shape, and here we will give the shape as rectangle. Corners radius will be about 24 dp, and let's give a stroke. Width will be 1 dip, and color will be our gray color. So this will be a rounded corner. Let's go to activity main, here background, rounded corner. Now it is looking much better. Now we have edit text and button. Let's add progress bar also, so when we are searching the word, the progress bar will be visible. So after button, in same layout, I will add progress bar. Width will be 100 dp so that it will be consistent with the button. Height we can give 24 dp. So align parent end will be true, center in parent also true, and indeterminate tint will be my primary. ID will be progress bar, and visibility will be gone, since it will be only visible after we click on search button. So this is our search layout. We have created relative layout where we have edit text, button and a progress bar. This will be our search layout. Let's minimize this relative layout. Now below this we will add the items such as the word, the meanings and everything. So let's first explore the API, what API we are using for this dictionary. Let's go to Google again and search for dictionary API. We will be using this one, free dictionary API. Let's go to this website. Here you can see the URL, what URL you are sending, and this is the response. So here we have word, the phonetic, what the pronunciation will be, and also the list of phonetics, origin, meaning. We have the list of meaning as well. So part of speech, this definition, and also the synonyms and antonyms. So this all we are using. So first thing we will show the word, then phonetic, then the meanings. Other things are not required. So what we will do over here, we'll show the word first. Wrap content. For now tools text will be word. Let's give this linear layout orientation as vertical. Then it will be visible over here. Text size will be 30 sp. Text style will be bold. Let's give some margin top as 8 dp, and text color let's give some. Let's go to color and select. Let's select this blue one. So it will look like this. Let's give ID to it. ID will be word text view. Now we will show the phonetics over here. Below this again another text view. Wrap content. Tools text will be something like this. Let's write this for now. Text color let's give gray, and ID will be phonetic text view. So it will look like this. Now we will have the list of meanings. So if you go to documentation, you can see over here we have one meaning where we have multiple definition. We have another meaning where we have multiple definitions. We have another meaning as well. So there will be multiple meanings. So inside those meanings we have multiple definitions. So for multiple meanings what we will do, we'll just use a recycler view. So if there are more than one meaning, it will be visible in a recycler view. So that's why I will use recycler view. Width will be match parent, height will be match parent, and ID will be meaning recycler view. So you can see we have the word, phonetic and the recycler view. Let's run the application and test how it is looking. So you can search word over here. You can click on search. Now we have not implemented anything. Words and meaning will not be visible as of now. Now we'll integrate the API, then only we will work on recycler view. So to integrate the API, we are using Retrofit. That's why we need to create first a Retrofit instance class. I have already uploaded complete tutorial on Retrofit on my channel. You can go and check that out. So let's go to package and create Retrofit instance. Kotlin class file. It will be an object, Retrofit instance. Another class also we require, that will be our dictionary API. So I'll select interface, dictionary API. We have Retrofit instance, we have dictionary API. Now one more thing we require is model. So we need the model class. Whatever it will be returning, it will be in a model class. So how we will generate the model class? You can generate online. Let's copy this URL from here, paste it over here. Instead of word, we can use any other word like mobile, and we will get the response. So this is the JSON response. We have to convert it to Kotlin class. Let's copy this and search for a JSON to Kotlin. So you can use any of the website. I will go to this transform tools and paste the JSON over here. So here we have got the Kotlin class. You can use the entire model class, but for this application we will use only something like word, phonetic, and the meanings. So what I will do, so let's go to our project. Let's create a data class that will be, let's say, word result, and here we will use, let's copy word and phonetic. Let's make it nullable. Also let's copy this meanings, that will be our list of meaning. Now we require meaning class. Let's copy meaning class from here, paste it over here. Here we have list of definition. We require definition class as well. Let's copy this, paste it over here. We'll only use definition from here, so we'll remove everything from here. Now we have created our model class, the required things only. Now let's go to dictionary API and create the API method. So here we will use get method because this is a get method. So get, and we have to give the path. So path will be, let's go to the URL first. So here you can see we have the full link and we have this English and the word. So let's copy this English and word and paste it in a string, where this will be in a path variable, that will be word. This word we will pass from the main activity. Let's create a suspend function, get meaning. We'll use path parameter, word, that will be of type string, and it will return. If you go and see in the JSON, we have the list of meanings. This is the list. So we have created object from here, but this will be the list of object. So what we will do, it will be response of list of our word result. So this will be our main API call, where we will call the word and we will get the list of word result. Now let's go to retrofit instance and create the object. Here we will provide the base URL, constant value base URL. The base URL will be full URL. We have already provided this en and word over there. It will be till this. Create a method for returning the instance of retrofit. We will use builder method, retrofit.builder. We will use the base URL, that will be our base URL. We will use converter factory, that we have added the library, JSON converter factory.create, and we will build it. In this way we'll get the instance. Also we'll create another method, value dictionary API of type dictionary API. From this get instance we'll get the retrofit, create, and we'll pass this dictionary API interface, dictionary API class.java. In this way we will build the retrofit instance first, and then we'll get the dictionary API from this class. Whatever the method we have created, we will get that in main activity. Now our retrofit setup is done. We can test this. How we will test? Let's go to main activity. Here in activity main.xml we can see the search button. So whatever we write here, we will test that with this search button. So here in main activity, what we will do, first we will enable the binding, activity main binding, inflate, layout inflator, and it will be binding dot root. Now we will do binding dot search button dot set on click listener. Whenever we'll click on search button, what we will do, we'll call that API. First we will get the word from binding dot search input dot text dot toString. So we'll get the word. Now we'll call the API. Let's create method to call the API. Get meaning, we'll pass word as string, and from here we'll just call that method. So here when we come to this method, we can directly call retrofit instance dot dictionary API dot get meaning and pass the word. But here it will give the exception because we have made it suspend function. This is asynchronous call, so we have to call it in a global scope. So global scope dot launch. I will cut this and paste it. So this will return something. When we call this method, this will return something. We can store it in response. So whatever the response we will get, we'll get in this response variable. Now let's log it so that we can test it. Response from API, and we will print the response body. So everything whatever we will get, we'll print it. So let's run and test our API setup is working correctly or not. Let's run it. So now let's search for any word. Let's say hello. Click on search. Let's go back to the project. Go to logcat and search for response from API. So we have got the response. As you can see, we have the word, we have phonetic, we have meanings, and we have everything. So our retrofit setup for API call is working correctly. So we can set the UI now. So how we'll set the UI? We will remove this first. So first I will create a set in progress function. So function set in progress, I will give in progress as boolean, and if in progress binding dot search button will be invisible. So view dot invisible, binding dot progress bar will be visible. So else what we can do, we can copy this, button will be visible and progress bar will be invisible. Now whenever we run the get meaning, we can do set in progress as true, and whenever we get the result, we can call set in progress as false. But the thing is, we are in the coroutine scope, we cannot call the UI things directly from here. So we have to write run on UI thread. This is different thread. So in run on UI thread, we can call set in progress as false. In this way, it will disable the progress bar. Let's run and test. If I write hello, so you can see the progress bar. Once we got the result, it will be invisible. So it is working. Now let's show the word and phonetics and the meaning in the UI. So first thing we will show the word and phonetic. So for that what we will do, we will create a method here, private fun set UI. Here we will get the response, that will be our word result, and we will set binding dot word text view dot text equals to response dot word, binding dot phonetic text view dot text equals to response dot phonetic. So this set UI we need to call it from whenever we get the response. So let's check response first, response dot body. If we have the body and we have some item, that we will check for first item. If it is there, then we can do set UI and we'll pass the word result. Whatever we have word, it will be displayed over here. Whatever we have phonetic, it will be displayed over here. Recycler view we will set up in some time. Now let's run and test. If you search for mobile, so you can see the word and the phonetic. That means our API is also working, and we can set the UI now. Now we have to set the meanings in recycler view. So we have to set up the recycler view. For that, let's create the row layout first, and then we'll create the adapter. So we can close everything from here. Let's go to layout, new layout resource file. It will be meaning recycler row, and let's give the root element as linear layout. Click on OK. Click on split. Now we'll design it. So for the row height will be wrap content. Now first thing we will add is the noun. If you go over here, you can see we have inside the meanings, we have part of speech, that is whatever it is, exclamation, noun or the verb. And inside that we have definition, synonyms and antonyms. So what we will do here, first we will show the noun. So for that I will use text view, match parent wrap content, tools text will be, let's say for now noun, text style let's give bold, text size will be 20 sp, text color let's say my primary, let's give ID to it, that will be part of speech, text view. So it will be part of speech. Now below this we will show definitions. So first I will write the definitions title. So match parent wrap content, margin top will be 8 dp, text style will be bold, text will be definitions, let's give like this, text size let's give 16 sp. So in this way we will show the definitions title and all the definitions. So for all the definitions we will use another text view, match parent wrap content, let's give tools text for testing, that will be one definition, another definition, third one, it will show like this. Let's give double margin so that it will look good. Let's give ID to it, that will be definitions text view. So here we will show the definitions. Now what we will do, we'll do same for synonyms and also same for antonyms. So let's copy this both, paste it below. It will be our synonyms. Let's give ID to this so that we can hide it in runtime. Synonyms title text view, and here synonyms text view. So in tool text we can give something like this. So we will show the list of synonyms like this. Also for antonyms, copy this. Here it will be antonyms title text view, and here also antonyms text view. So our whole meaning layout will be looking like this. Let's give some padding to this parent layout, 16 dp. Also margin vertical will give about 8 dp. Let's give background as rounded corner that we have created so that it will look more good. That's it. Our layout is almost ready. You can make changes according to your choices, but it is looking good for now. Now for recycler view, we have created the row file. We need to create an adapter file. So let's go to package. That will be meaning adapter. That will be Kotlin class file. So inside this class, we have to create inner class. That will be our meaning view holder, where we'll pass the binding. That is meaning recycler row binding that we have created just now. We'll extend it from recycler view dot view holder, and for constructor we'll pass binding dot root. That will be our view, the main view we have created, this one. So we are passing in view holder. Here we'll create a function bind. We'll pass meaning, and we'll bind all the meaning to this view like this. Binding dot whatever the views are there, we'll pass from meanings. That we will do after some time. Bind all the meanings. Now we have created the view holder class. We need to extend this adapter from recycler adapter. So here we'll do recycler view dot adapter. That will be meaning view holder constructor invocation, and here we'll pass all the list of meaning we have got from here. Here you can see inside word result we have list of meanings that will pass to this adapter from constructor. So here private var meaning list, that will be of type list of meaning. So in this way we'll pass the values. So here we have to implement 3 members. Click OK. On create view holder, on bind view holder, and get item count. So in get item count, what we will do, we'll just give the count of meaning list dot size return. On bind view holder, what we will do, we'll just call the holder dot bind, and we'll pass the meaning from the meaning list. That will be whatever the position we have got. In on create view holder, we have to inflate the layout from this meaning recycler row binding. So here we will create binding meaning recycler row binding dot inflate. We'll use layout inflator dot from. Context we'll get from parent, and second variable we require is view group. That will be parent. Attached to root will be false, and we'll just return meaning view holder by passing the binding. So in this way we have created 3 methods successfully. One more method we require is update. So fun update new data, let's say. So whenever we search for another meaning, let's say if we search for first meaning and then we are searching for second meaning, we have to update the data. So here what we will do, we'll get the new meaning list from list of meaning. We'll just assign this meaning list to new list. So meaning list is equal to new meaning list. So in this way we have created the adapter class. We just need to bind all the meanings. That we will do in some time. Let's go to main activity and call this recycler view. So to set up the recycler view, first thing we need is adapter, meaning adapter, and we will initialize recycler view over here in onCreate method. Meaning adapter equals to meaning adapter. Let's pass empty list for now. Then for recycler view, let's go to our recycler view. What is the ID? Meaning recycler view. Now binding dot meaning recycler view dot, let's set layout manager, linear layout manager. Context will be this, and binding dot recycler view dot adapter will be our adapter. In this way we have initialized the recycler view. Now whenever we get the meaning in the set UI, we have to just update the data of this recycler view. So here what we will do, adapter dot update new data. That will be from response dot meanings. So whatever we'll get response from this set UI, we'll set it to the recycler view. Now we are almost done with the main activity. We can go to meaning adapter and the data will be over here, and we have the UI. So here we have to just set the UI. So what we will do, let's check meaning recycler row. First we will show this part of speech, that is noun or adjective. So here binding dot part of speech text view dot text is equal to meaning dot part of speech. So we have displayed the part of speech. Let's run and test our recycler view is displaying or not. So we are only showing part of speech for now. Let's run it, search it. The data is not being visible because in update new data we have not notified the listener. So here what we will do, notify data set change. In update new data we have to do this. Let's run it again. Now if I search for mobile, so you can see part of speech is being displayed because we have binded only part of speech as of now. We have noun, we have adjective, we have noun. Now we'll bind definition, we will bind synonyms, we will bind antonyms. So let's do that. Here we will go to binding dot definitions text view dot text. What we will do, we'll go to definitions list. Since we have the definition list, if you go over here, we have the definitions list and inside that we have definition. So what I want to do is, so if we have multiple definition, we have to show in next line. So here what we will do, in the definitions list, I will do join to string. And here it dot definition dot to string. So all the definition will be visible. Let's run and test again. So you can see the definition are visible, but they are not in the next line. So what I will do, I will use a separator here. That will be /n, also /n. I will give 2 line break so that it will be visible. Search it. So you can see there is one definition, second and third. We can give the number also. So for that what I will do, I will write where, let's say current index equals to meaning dot definitions dot index of whatever we have the current definition. So we'll get the index and we will show it in a string. So here we will do concatenation. So current index plus 1 because it will start from 0 dot to string, and we can do one thing, that will be dot space. Now there will be index dot space and the definition. If I run now, you can see the correct number 1, 2 and 3. Also in adjective we have 6 definitions. In noun we have 1 definitions. So our definitions is working fine. Now we have to add synonym and antonyms. So for that we will do the same thing. So here, since synonyms can be empty for some values, antonyms can also be empty. So first what we will do, we'll check if meaning dot synonyms dot is empty. If it is empty, what we will do, we'll make this title and the synonyms invisible. So binding dot synonym title text view dot visibility will be gone. Also synonyms text view visibility will be gone. Else if there are some values, then we'll copy this, paste it, both will be visible. If there are synonyms, both will be visible, and we will join to string same like that. So here binding dot synonym text view dot text equals to meaning dot synonyms dot join to string. Here we'll just use a separator, that will be comma space. We don't want in next line, we want in a comma. So if you run it, mobile, so here you can see if there is no synonyms, it is not visible. Here we have synonyms, that means it is visible. Here also we have synonyms, they are visible. We'll do same thing for antonym as well. Let's copy everything, paste it, and do same for antonyms. Antonym title text view, antonym text view, antonym title text view, antonyms text view is equal to meaning dot antonyms dot join to string. We'll do the same. Let's run it again. We can search for different word, YouTube. We don't have any synonyms for this. Let's say mobile again. So you can see we have synonyms, we have antonyms. Here we have only synonym. So it is dynamic now. It is working perfectly fine. We can search for any other word. Organization, we have only one definition. World, you can see health. So you can see our view is dynamic, our definitions are visible, our synonyms, our antonyms, everything is visible in this application. So we are almost done, everything is working. We have integrated the API using Retrofit, we have done the recycler view. One last thing we have to do is, if you search for anything that is not available in the dictionary, we are not showing anything. So for that what we will do, we'll go to main activity, we'll put this entire thing in try catch. So what we will do, try catch exception. So in try we'll put this value, and in exception also, if we have exception, we'll show run an UI thread, set in progress will be false, and we'll show a toast. So toast.make text, application context, something went wrong, length.toast length sort.show. So here if we got the response, we will set the UI. If we have any exception, we will show the exception. If response is null, if inside response we have body that is null, then also we'll throw an exception, that will be new exception, so that we'll come here if there is no body. So we will come over here. Let's run and test. If you search for any word that has no meaning, then we'll get the something went wrong. Correct word, we'll get the definition. If there is spelling mistake also, we'll get something went wrong. In this way, we have successfully built our dictionary application using the free API that is available over the internet. We can also launch this application to the Play Store, or you can share it with your friends, or you can show as a project in your resume. The source code will be available in the GitHub. You can check out description box. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you have any doubts and queries, please comment below. I will reply for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before going. See you in the next video. Bye bye.